Little horrors shiver with fear and shake with laughter. I'm going to read you The Spider-Man. I couldn't believe my eyes. Happy birthday, Sam. Mum had given me a birthday card with a huge, hairy pop-up spider in it. That's not funny, said Dad. You know we don't like spiders. Especially big, fat, furry ones, said my sister Kim. Then Dad gave me a nice birthday surprise. He said we were going to the museum. I couldn't wait to see the dinosaur bones. Mum dropped us off at the station. Bye! On the train, we sat opposite an old lady. Her dog was watching something. A spider was dangling from the luggage rack above a group of boys. One of the boys pulled at the spider's long, hairy legs and laughed. Phew, it was just a joke spider. But when the boys got off the train, they rushed down the platform as though they were running away from something. We decided to get a drink. As we walked down the carriage, Kim said, Look, Sam. The spider was back. It was dangling from a long piece of string. A strange-looking man was holding the other end. His fingers were long and spindly, and his eyebrows were fat and hairy. He was talking to two women. Dad joked as he bought our drinks. Didn't that man look just like a spider? Sam's imagining the man with 8 arms. If he's got 2 legs, that'll make 10. But never mind. When we went back to our seats, the Spider-Man was alone. The women had disappeared. I bet he's wrapped them up in his spider's web, whispered Dad. But he hadn't really. I spotted the women leaving the train at the next station stop. They look like they're in a hurry. I picked up my comic to try to forget about spiders, but it didn't work. Dino Man and the attack of the killer spiders! Then the train went into a tunnel. Suddenly the brakes screeched and we slipped to a halt. The lights went out, bing, and everything went quiet. The guard's voice came over the crackly loudspeaker.
Don't worry, everything's under control.
Sitting in the dark, I felt something bristly touch my skin. Was it a very hairy spider leg? Something cold and wet slid across my hand. It made a strange, slurpy noise. The spider was eating me! And then the emergency lights flickered on, and in the eerie glow I saw... It was the old lady's dog. My heart was still beating fast. Out of the gloom, a figure lurched towards us. "Do you like my little friend?" a voice asked. It was the Spider-Man! Before I could answer, an enormous spider dropped from his hand. Plop! Ow! Oh, I was glad it hadn't landed on me. The Spider-Man chuckled and he pulled a jar out of his coat pocket. Inside was the hairiest, scariest spider I have ever seen. It wasn't a toy. It was real. I opened my mouth to scream, but no sound came out. And then the Spider-Man opened the jar. "This," he said, "is a Mexican jumping spider." He shook the spider onto the table. My skin turned cold and damp. "Oh, don't let it Mexican jump on me." Very gently he poked the spider. It shot into the air. Boing! And so did we. Ah! The Spider-Man caught it in the jar and quickly put the lid back on. He was very pleased. "Ha ha ha ha! Good trick, eh?" "Now," he said, "let me introduce you to my very special friend, Boris." I did not want to meet Boris. I wanted to run away, but I couldn't move. I felt as though I was trapped in the Spider-Man's web. Slowly, from out of the top of his pocket, crawled horrible, humongous, terrifying tarantula. Meet Boris. Isn't he sweet? The Spider-Man softly stroked Boris's back, and the spider smiled. The web seemed to tighten around me. I couldn't breathe. Then the main lights came on. The train creaked and began to move again. The Spider-Man put Boris away. "It's so nice to meet people who like spiders," he said. "They're such cuddly creatures, aren't they?" He scuttled off to wait by the door. At last, I could breathe again. Phew! When we got to the museum, my heart stopped. Special exhibition, The Wonderful World of Spiders. Meet Mr. S. Webb today, spider expert. "So he really is a Spider-Man," gasped Kim. I still wanted to see the dinosaur bones, so Dad went to buy our tickets. The Spider-Man was talking to some of his fans. He didn't see us, but Boris did. He peeked out of the Spider-Man's top pocket and waved a long, hairy leg. And there's the Mexican jumping spider in the jar. And next, I'm going to read you The Bone Man. Click up here for more. Well, I hope that story wasn't too scary or hairy for you. I'm making a lot of story videos on the Shoo Rayner drawing channel at the moment, so make sure you are subscribed for lots more, and click that little bell next to the subscribe button to get notified of new stories. In the meantime, keep watching, and reading, and I'll see you next time. You take care now. Bye-bye.